Yo, what's up, guys? How you guys doing? I would like to thank you guys for tuning in to Only the Realist. I hope that you guys have all had a wonderful day out there, and be mindful that this reading will not resonate with every single one of you. There are millions of energies on planet Earth. And without further ado, we're going to jump right in. This is going to be a you versus your person reading, and we are going to start off with you. Alright, first energies we got out here. This is a good start to a good winter. Okay, we have the Ace of the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. The ultimate fulfillment of manifestation. Then, here with the Hierophant is there's this great overwhelming feeling when it comes to this person. You have created this this student whom is willing to learn, right? You're looking at this as a commitment. There's things that you've stepped through, right? When it comes to your mind, body, and spirit, that have helped you evaluate things when it comes to connections, and in particular this connection here. Okay. Yeah, there's this strong pull of wanting to create this commitment here with your person. Okay. Oh my gosh, what's going on here, guys? And also be mindful that we are jumping into Mercury retrograde on November 9th. So be very aware of certain things that you may experience, or certain things that you may give to others as an experience when it comes to communication, and how we temper ourselves, right? How we are able to sit in the silence or wait for the delay. This is a very good time to practice that. If you do, if you do, okay, we have the Five of Pentacles with the Wheel of Fortune, okay? New cycle for you. This is good. So this connection is coming into a new cycle, okay? And with the Five of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, there's this overcoming of not having clarity or being reassured about what is actually going on here between the two of you here in this connection. Okay, yeah, there we go. Slow and steady wins the race. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, that slow build to, where we're going here. We have the Page of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, some new excitement is about to start here between the two of you, but I'm getting this. Just take it slow. You know what I mean? When it comes to your emotions or your mental, and I believe these are things that you've already been working on. Always being tested. We have Three of Wands with the Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck. And we also have that recharge of the emotions with the Page of Cups. Okay, yeah, you're here patiently waiting for your ships to arrive. You want to know what is what is coming from this, what is coming out of, what is, silence is difficult to deal with until you train yourself to deal with it. And then we have Judgment, okay, and we also have the Page of Pentacles. Wow, we have a lot of pages. There's this. This is the restart. Yeah, this is the grand restart between you two. Okay, and this is not like a relationship crashed or something like that. This is like two individuals whom are trying to find their place here in between what they're going through, right? And life shows each and every one of us why we're doing what we're doing, and for what purposes, right? Because the experiences that we have in relationships, if it did not help us reflect on our attitudes, on our emotions, on our mentality, on our spirituality, on all the topics that make us healthy, then it would not exist. It would not be something that would be there, So the experiences that you have with another teach you things, and it is for you to be capable of understanding what you need to pick through, analyze, work on, and advance within yourself, and that is why you're having the experience to have that knowledge of what to do, what not to do, what's going on. All of these experiences have different tools, all packed in one experience. A whole bunch of tools in one experience, So it's greater to analyze your experiences and see what tools you've gathered from them to help you navigate where you're being placed next. Okay? Judgment. We have an aha moment. Okay? So something is being realized from you, from your part. You know what I mean? Something is being realized here, right? And this is, in regards of emotions when it comes to this person. Clarity. Three of Pentacles with the Five of Pentacles, hoping that they would work with you on creating this bond, so you can get out of this energy of Five of Pentacles, and I from wanting this clarity, I can see that you are definitely in the space of saying, hey, are you going to, or you're actually asking the universe, because silence is deafening. Is this person going to, come on and build, or is this the case of me having the experience of being left out in the cold? Okay. You may feel as if this is this is very challenging for you, which in reality it should be, because um, the test may be hard, but it allows you to evaluate and feel the experience, right? Um, we feel the experience of life. Um, what makes us happy, what makes us sad, what makes us great, what makes us feel worth without worth, what, all of these things we have as an experience. It's felt, right? And not on that level of like, oh yeah, I feel life, but just, it's something that you 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 can't get back, right? That experience is it's not replaceable. That's why it is valuable for us to learn and gather the tools that we need in each experience, that we may have things moving forward, restart to passion. Okay. This is, the Queen of Wands. This is that, you know, I'm gonna come get you kind of energy, right? It's like, I'm gonna come get you, like you want to be playful, right? But out of positive intent, you know. Yeah, we have the Four of Wands with the Six of Swords. Nice, moving away to calmer waters. Accepting this invitation. Okay, this is an invitation here. And I mean, when when life is giving us an opportunity um, to learn and create something, right? It's a given to have this celebratory energy when things work out, not in the way that you planned it, but in the way that it works out on evaluating how you're moving forward, right? Test, 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 test. That's okay, because that is life showing you the way. And although it may take very long to, bring this in, that's how long your your journey was, I guess, or the experience through that part of your journey. We take it how it comes. Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck, and we have the King of Wands. So this person here, this person isn't playing any games with you, okay? This person feels as if they would like to claim you here as victory in this connection. I'm hearing it feels good, like, having that. And this is someone who has an embraceful energy, right? When this person knows that something is positive, good for them, right? Or just, in that zone, this person embraces it here. Okay, Look at that. Can't lie about this shit, man. We have the lovers with justice at the bottom of the deck. Some real good karma coming through for this person in regards to, you know, um, this connection that they feel with you. For them, this is undeniable, and I think that this is going to allow them to step out, right? Maybe they were shelly for a moment, right? In their hermit mode, just kind of like in their own shell. But there's been something that has like brought a spark. Yeah, there we go. You have the devil there. It's good. Some good change coming through. Look at that. We have the Queen of Wands for them as well. And they are also wanting to get into this field of let's be exciting, right? They're making changes. There's some changes that they've made in regards to what they what they what they did not understand before in this, you know, this is different for them when it comes to, you know, them being pulled. We have the Ace of Cups with the Two of Wands. This is really good, guys. So, the Ace of Cups, the ultimate wish fulfillment of emotional stability. Okay, with the Two of Wands, yeah, they find that you have overstimulated their emotional stability or their knowledge of you having emotional stability, which makes them feel that or understand that. Yeah. No retreat. We're building. We're creating. We're learning. We're understanding. Right? This is why you are here learning these things, right? It's easy for you and this other person to say, I'm out of here. You know, it's easy for anyone to do that. And I'm not saying it as easy, oh yeah, like snap of the finger, no. But you know what I mean. If it wasn't that part, if the emotions of two individuals together was not that important as an experience in life, then why is it here? Why do we have to learn through it? Why do we have to accept certain things when we're involved in it? Why do we have to sacrifice parts of ourselves which no longer exist in that part of the experience? All of these things matter. And it creates this overwhelming will to continue forward, learning, growing, you know? It's good. This is good right here. This is like when we just take out the time and say, hey man, like, sure, I made a mistake, you know? Or, you know, things that just are simple, you know? It makes everything else seem like it doesn't exist, you know? Just the great feeling of, okay, I'm here and nothing else exists. In a positive mindset. Knowing that that presents itself as growth. That is honest growth, right? When not only no when not only do we not retreat to just go away, we retreat to fix, change, remove things within us that are negatively affecting ourselves and the connection. It's so healthy to be in that mindset. Because sure, the emotions at first may be fleeting. Oh, I can't do with this anymore. I'm tired. I'm done. Blah, blah, it's over. Those are easy things to say. And then they can become easy to do after you have said it enough. But to retreat, to learn, and then come back and say, hey, like, what we were communicating about in a negative, unhealthy way, it wasn't really that serious. And honestly, it wasn't serious enough to say, hey, I'm out of here. I don't want to grow this anymore. It doesn't matter. And although those may be very natural defensive mechanisms for us when our emotions are involved or when our mental is disturbed, but you're in the experience for a reason. And when we take a little time to ourselves to reflect and evaluate, it becomes clearer that disagreements or arguments with words, when that moment fades in about an hour, those things meant nothing. And it's not really a healthy thing to just say, hey, I'm out of here. Because you gotta try. You don't just, walk away. Six of Pentacles. I don't even know if that was the one at the bottom of the deck. I believe it was. I don't know if I've shuffled in this time I was speaking, but we have the Six of Pentacles here. Okay. Balance, renewal. This is a great thing going on here. It truly is. Because you're learning and also you're being rewarded, right? Not in a material currency, but you're being rewarded within what you're willing to work to have. You know what I mean? What you're willing to work for to have. That begins within yourself. no matter how many issues you have as a person, once you start diving into who you are spiritually and what you see without society's lenses on, it takes you. It really does. It takes you. We shed so much by learning. Don't be afraid to shed. Yeah. So we have the Two of Cups with the Page of Pentacles. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay. So they're ready to bring this union in here. That, you know, they're on that same restart as you. They're like, let's do it, you know? And at first, this may have felt very unhealthy. And I'm saying it may have felt unhealthy, right? But when life, the universe, God, whatever you believe in, comes and reshapes your ability to create, right? It's so awesome, right? Because you can have two individuals who think that the relationship is very unhealthy. There's nothing physical involved, but there's a lot of mental and emotional things going on. With a little work, effort, compassion, and understanding rightfully, we gain these new abilities that help create a connection of two people who thought that they were unhealthy, but they just didn't have the skills. Give me 1 second. That was my plant light. It went out. It has a timer on it, so but yeah, that is so amazing that most people, when challenged with these things, are so terrified to jump in and learn, you know? It's okay that we don't have all of the answers. But if we have the will to work, you know, inner work within ourselves, to know where we are failing, there's nothing wrong with knowing where you fail, so you can mark it down. What am I doing? Why do I keep doing it at this time? Or around this time of year? Or when this person does this or said this is? Or, you know, just all the line of excuses of why, when you're given that opportunity, when it's shown. Just learn, you know? But yeah, and they're ready to, you know, lay things to rest when, things that um, this has to do with prioritizing, right? Um, they are removing these obstacles outside of them, right? Distracting things or things that don't really matter. Okay, we have the Queen of Cups and we have the Seven of Wands. Yeah. This is a very nurturing, abundant love that this person has for you. Okay? But they're doing a little sneaky sneak, and not in a bad way. They're just being sneaky with keeping how they feel about you to themselves. Okay? I see that this person has has no idea the catastrophic effects that they feel when they think about you. Look at that. We have the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, we do have a completion. We have some conflict. Okay, I feel like that's gonna die down with what's happening here. Okay, the Ten of Pentacles, there's been a completion, a realization of, hey, let's put this together and make this happen, right? There's a lot to be done. But there's also a lot of acknowledgement that comes from this person, yeah. And not only did we have the 10 verify, but we have the world to, actually verify that this is a completion. This is really good here, okay? With the Empress at the bottom of the deck, abundance. You can't, when these things come, we don't have, we can contain the feelings, but these are natural, and sometimes they're very overwhelming, right? And this person knows that, okay? This person knows that there's just like a lot going on here, and although they know what it is, they feel like they cannot pinpoint why your emotions are just like kind of haywired right now going on. Let's check out your mutual energies. Okay, mutual energies. Not only was it at the bottom of the deck, it's now here in the reading. We have the Empress and we have the Four of Pentacles. Feeling like you don't have enough here, or both of you feeling like you don't have enough to give, but there's just this comfortable or cozy feeling of just like, this is good, and this is that energy making this happen. It's like, this is good, I don't care, but this is good, Let's take out your other mutual energies. And I can feel the excitement. You know, there's a lot of excitement going on, right? But not only was it at the bottom of the deck, it's now here in the reading. Yeah. Okay, we have the Seven of Cups as well. The Four of Pentacles. Okay. There's this edge of if I don't have enough to give, maybe I should just go sort through some other options. And this is just like that other, right? Like, if this fails, right? If I'm not enough for this, then there are other options available for the both of you. And I just, I see that that's just something that's lingering in the back of your minds. Okay, and we have the this is what you're supposed to be doing in your outcome. We have the Queen of Wands, okay, with the Five of Cups. Damn. It's this unknown kind of thing right now. You're just not ignoring your emotions, but you know, you have your, like, you're just turn your back from the emotions that you have, right? It's like not turning them off, because obviously you can't do that, but just refocusing it somewhere else for now, right? Because there's this creation stirring within you. And also, it's just not time yet, It's just not time yet. It'll be ready when it's ready. Yeah, don't when the food is cooking, like, are you going to, like, go ahead and grab some while it's like you just barely threw the fresh raw meat on there, like, not even 3 minutes ago, and you're just like already, no, come on, this is their outcome and what they're supposed to be doing. We have Death and the Seven of Cups. Okay, so we have a transformation here with this person. Okay, and I believe that this is going to set things off, right? So we have the Seven of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This is going to be a test for them. Okay, so there's going to be opportunities given. Okay, options within the means of emotions, or whatever you or your person are looking for, whatever they're offered. Temptation within the lessons that we learn can completely rewrite what is already being written, Okay? So for them, they've come through this portal, this door, right? This cycle. They've acknowledged the either toxic or hurtful or negative things that they have to heal within themselves. Um, but coming out of that is, it can have some changes. And sometimes these changes lead to people looking for other options. So be mindful of that. But from what I see, that they're opening themselves to you. And transformation is inevitable. And never know. Some people have good transformations, and some people have transformations which completely change the direction of everything. So, anyways, guys, that's all that I got for you guys. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit like, share, subscribe, and comment down below. I would really like to hear what you guys have to say. And if you guys have been with the gang, I love you guys so much. I'm Honest Deke, and I'll catch you guys next time.